You are now listening to the Quick Flurry podcast hosted by Marquise Rawls. Ryan Garcia's impressive first round knockout over Francisco Fonseca was supposed to be his toughest test to date. Fonseca is a tough boxer who may not be elite level good, but is a pretty good measuring stick for the up and coming boxers to sort of gauge where they are and how far they can possibly go. With his only losses to Tevin Farmer and Gervonta Davis, who in my eyes are top level competition, Ryan Garcia won in better fashion than both of them, landing him a fight with Jorge Linares, who is another high level fighter. He is on a decline in his career due to age, but still very dangerous if taken too lightly. But after this win, where does this rank Ryan Garcia within the 135-pound division? And I won't really include Linares because their fight is already in the works. So obviously, the head or the king of the 135 division is Lomachenko. No real debate in that. The spots after that, it gets a little tricky though. Teofimo Lopez can stake his claim to the second spot with an outstanding win over Richard Comey, who was actually a legit world champion. Beating Richard Comey got him a shot against the king Lomachenko. Ryan Garcia's best opponent was Fonseca, who I wouldn't say is as good as Richard Comey. I think Teofimo Lopez gets ranked above Garcia. So maybe Garcia, he's the third best, with his competition for the third spot being Gervonta Davis, who I actually think has a better resume than him, but it would sort of be unfair for me to place Gervonta Davis over Ryan Garcia when he technically just begun his campaign at the 135 division, so I would leave him out of there for right now. Then up next, we have Devin Haney and Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell has 2 losses on his record, one to Linares and another to Lomachenko, respectively 2 high-level opponents. But those 2 losses, it drops his position further down the list. So Garcia is above him, which just leaves Garcia and Devin Haney. Devin Haney, he fought some decent mid-level opponents, no real standout, so anyone I can say was better than Fonseca. So Garcia's recent win against Fonseca, in my eyes, would put him above Devin Haney. So in my eyes, I think Ryan Garcia, he's the third best. And people will bring up that Devin Haney beat Ryan Garcia in the amateurs years ago. You can't really hold neither one of them to it because both of them are completely different fighters now. We have to see what they'll look like if they fought each other today in this current time when they're both basically in their prime. And I only put him against people who I think are some of the top level opponents in the 135 division. It wouldn't make sense for me to just go down a long 10 list, so I just chose the few names who are actually champions or are like number 1 contenders. So my final order of the list is Lomachenko is number 1, Teofimo Lopez is number 2, then Ryan Garcia is number 3. When Teofimo Lopez loses to Lomachenko, he's going to drop down. So when Ryan beats Linares, he'll move up to number 2. I actually do think that Garcia can beat Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. He has quicker hands. He's just as strong as Lopez, if not stronger, thanks to Canelo. He has a high ring IQ. He has very good defense, though not as good as Haney's, but overall, it's really good defense. His offense is a complete package, and it's so fine-tuned for his style and his attributes. It's just amazing to watch him fight. And there are big fights coming, hopefully sooner than later. And as those fights happen and people lose and others will win, we will see who shall remain among the top names in the 135 division, which I'm saying is the best division out there right now. I said it. It's the best division. Well, I gotta chunk in 135 and 130. I think the whole lightweight division is the best division, but that's for another episode.